Welcome, everyone. We're kicking off a sneak peek at something pretty extraordinary. A brand new show all about artificial intelligence
Oh, very cool.
called AI Unplugged. The future is now.
Okay.
It's going to be more than just a podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be like your backstage pass to this whole AI revolution that's already changing the world as we know it. And many people, I think of AI as like this futuristic thing.
Right.
But you know what? It's already here.
It is.
And it's woven into our everyday lives in ways that we probably don't even realize.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm so passionate about with this new show.
I see.
AI isn't just science fiction anymore.
It's not.
It's powering everything.
Yeah.
From the apps on our phones to the way we shop, the way we work, even healthcare. And
Okay.
that's what AI Unplugged is really going to be all about.
Makes sense.
Uncovering all the practical ways that AI is impacting us right now.
So I guess the first question is, what is this AI revolution?
Right.
Everyone's talking about it, but what is it?
How do we define it?
How do we really move beyond the hype?
Exactly. And I remember reading an article,
Okay.
and they talked about, instead of robots and spaceships and all this,
Right.
it's more helpful to think of AI as statistical learning.
Yeah.
And that really
I like that.
made it click for me.
Yeah. Statistical learning, that's a great way to think about it because
Yeah.
it's much more grounded. And it's where AI is right now.
Yeah.
It essentially means that computers can learn
Yeah.
from tons and tons and tons of data to find patterns and then make predictions,
Wow.
which is a lot like how we learn,
Wow.
like language through
Right.
exposure.
Right, or repetition.
Exactly.
It's almost like if you dropped an alien on Earth and gave it access to the whole internet,
right.
it would eventually,
It would have to learn somehow
it would start to learn how
Yeah.
we use language
Yeah.
and pick up on the pattern.
and pick up on all those patterns.
Right. And that's what's happening with AI. It's analyzing all this data and
Yeah.
learning to recognize pattern,
Right.
and make predictions about everything,
Yeah.
from traffic
Yeah.
to consumer behavior
Uh-huh.
to even medical diagnoses.
It's incredible.
It's kind of scary.
It is, but it's also,
It's impressive and a little intimidating at the same time.
it is, there's so much there.
It really is.
But let's keep it practical for a second.
Okay.
I mean, think about AI. It's already changing so many industries.
Yeah.
You know, like healthcare,
Uh-huh.
they're using AI to analyze medical images,
Wow.
to detect things that maybe a doctor wouldn't even see.
Yeah.
And they're even using it to help develop new treatments.
It's like a superpowered medical detective
Yeah, exactly.
working alongside the doctors.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right. And then there's finance.
Right.
They're using AI to do all sorts of things.
Like what?
Like assess risk
Okay.
and spot fraud and even give personalized financial advice
Wow.
and customer service.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, those AI chatbots,
I've seen those.
they're everywhere,
Yeah.
handling all those basic questions so the human agents can focus on more complicated stuff.
So it seems like AI is really changing everything everywhere we look.
Yeah.
But how is it impacting us
Well,
day to day, beyond just the workplace?
let's start with something simple.
Okay.
Unlocking your phone.
Okay.
You know that facial recognition technology?
Like Face ID.
Yeah, Face ID.
Yeah.
That uses AI
Right.
to map your face
Wow.
in 3D.
Huh.
It's looking at thousands of data points to make sure it's really you.
So it's not just convenience.
Right.
It's sophisticated.
Totally.
It's constantly learning
It is.
to make sure only I can get into my phone.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's crazy.
What about social media?
Okay.
When you're scrolling through your feed,
Yeah.
that's AI too.
Really?
It's deciding what you see based on what you like and share and watch.
Huh.
It's learning about you all the time,
That's wild.
trying to keep you engaged.
So it's like a personal AI assistant curating my entire experience online
Basically.
without me even knowing.
Right.
That's amazing.
And then there's shopping.
Yeah.
Those recommendations you get.
Mm-hmm.
That's AI too.
Wow.
It remembers what you've bought and looked at before
Right.
to suggest things you might want.
It seems like it's not just robots and self-driving cars.
No,
It's like the...
it's about making our lives
Yeah.
easier and more efficient
Yeah.
and personalized.
Yeah, in so many ways.
Exactly. And that's really just the beginning.
Wow.
There's so much more to this AI revolution.
I can't wait to learn more
Me too.
and share it with everybody
It's going to be amazing.
on AI Unplugged.
The future is now.
I mean, it is mind-blowing how far AI has come, and you know where it's going.
Yeah.
I remember reading about AI systems,
Okay.
they can create content,
Uh-huh.
like new content,
Right.
things like text and images, even music.
Yeah.
It's called generative AI.
Generative AI. It's amazing.
And it seems like it's blurring the lines between human creativity and artificial intelligence.
It is. It's really pushing the boundaries. I
Yeah.
mean, these models are trained
Right.
on massive, massive data sets of
Yeah.
existing content.
Yeah.
And they basically learn to identify patterns and relationships in the data.
And
And then they use that to create new stuff.
Wow.
And it often looks and sounds
Yeah.
like a human created it.
That's incredible. I saw an article about
Yeah.
an AI that wrote a whole symphony,
Wow.
and it was performed by a full orchestra.
That's amazing.
I mean, are machines creative?
That's the big question.
It's crazy.
Some people say no.
Yeah.
They say it's not really creativity.
Okay.
Because AI doesn't have consciousness
Right.
or understand human emotions.
Right.
But regardless,
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive.
It's amazing.
And it could really change things like
Mhm.
art and music and even science.
So we have AI that can learn and adapt and predict and even create. It's like it's touching everything.
It really is.
But with all this progress,
Yeah,
we got to think about the ethics.
absolutely.
We've talked about privacy and bias,
Right.
but what else should we be worried about?
Well, there's the issue of accountability.
Okay.
What happens when an AI messes up
Right.
or causes harm?
Yeah, who's responsible then?
Exactly. Who do we blame?
Yeah.
The people who made the algorithm?
Yeah.
The company using it?
Right.
The person interacting with it?
It's complicated.
Very complicated.
It's
like a whole new world.
yeah.
And we need new rules,
Yeah.
new ethical frameworks,
Right.
new laws.
We have to address all these issues head on.
We do. It's a big responsibility,
It really is.
but it's important.
And speaking of responsibility,
Yeah.
I'm curious about different cultures
Oh.
and how they approach AI.
Yeah.
Do they see the ethics differently?
That's a great question, and it's something we're going to talk about more in AI Unplugged. But yeah, there are definitely differences in how AI is viewed around the world.
I see.
Some cultures focus more on the economic benefits,
Right.
and others prioritize social harmony
Okay.
or human well-being.
It seems like we need a global conversation
We do.
about AI ethics.
Yeah,
Taking everyone's values into account.
absolutely. AI is a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's going to affect everyone.
Everywhere.
We need to work together.
Right.
Share best practices.
Yeah.
Make sure AI is developed responsibly,
Yeah.
no matter where you are.
And that includes developing nations,
Exactly.
not just the ones with all the tech.
Right. We need to make sure everyone benefits.
Yeah.
And everyone has a say in how AI develops.
That's so important.
AI has so much potential
Yeah.
to solve big problems
Like what?
like climate change and poverty.
Wow.
But we have to approach it the right way,
Yeah.
thoughtfully and inclusively.
This conversation is making me think about
Yeah.
the bigger picture,
Yeah.
how AI affects society.
Yeah.
It's not just about the technology.
Right.
It's about how we relate to each other,
Yeah.
how we work,
Exactly.
even how we see ourselves.
You're getting at something really important.
Yeah,
AI is changing what it means to be human.
that's deep.
It is.
So it's not just a technological revolution.
No.
It's a shift
Yeah.
in our relationship with technology.
Totally.
It's changing how we live our lives.
And that's what makes it so fascinating.
Yeah.
And so challenging.
It really is.
We're in uncharted territory.
We are.
But if we talk openly
Yeah.
and honestly
Yeah.
and stay curious,
Yeah.
we can shape the future of AI.
So it empowers us
Exactly.
instead of diminishing us.
That's what it's all about.
That's powerful. And I think that's
Yeah.
what we're trying to do with AI Unplugged.
I agree.
One, to help people understand AI,
Uh-huh.
engage with it, and be part of the conversation
Yeah.
about its role in our future.
It's about giving people the knowledge to shape the future of this technology.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
So AI is changing the world in so many ways, but
Yeah.
what about jobs?
Yeah.
Are robots going to take over everything?
Well, it's a common concern, but it's probably more accurate to say AI is transforming work, not
Right.
eliminating it.
So instead of robots taking our jobs,
Right.
AI is going to change the kinds of tasks we do.
Exactly.
Okay, so
AI is already automating a lot of those routine tasks,
right,
which could free up humans to focus on other things.
like what kinds of things?
More creative things,
Okay.
more strategic thinking,
Uh-huh.
more personal interaction.
I was reading about AI analyzing legal documents.
Yeah.
So lawyers can spend more time on strategy and with their clients.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
And in healthcare, AI can help with
Yeah.
medical images and patient records.
Okay.
So doctors and nurses have more time for patient care.
That make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
It seems like AI could actually make jobs more meaningful
it could.
and less tedious,
Right,
which is a good thing.
definitely. But there are challenges too.
Like what?
We need to make sure workers have the right skills
Okay.
for an AI-powered world.
So things like critical thinking,
Yeah.
problem solving,
Uh-huh.
creativity.
Exactly, those human skills
Yeah,
that AI can't really replicate.
that's interesting.
As AI takes over the routine stuff,
Yeah.
those human skills become even more valuable.
So it's not just about learning to code
Right.
or program robots.
It's about developing a whole new skill set.
Right, to work alongside AI.
Yeah, a skill set that complements what AI can do.
I see.
It's about lifelong learning,
Yeah.
adapting to new tech, honing those uniquely human abilities.
It's a lot to think about.
It is.
This future of work with AI.
Yeah,
It's fascinating, but also a little scary.
I know.
How do we prepare for it?
Well, it starts with education.
Okay.
We need to give students the tools to succeed in this new world.
So not just technical skills,
Right.
but also critical thinking and creativity
Exactly.
and being adaptable.
That's key.
And it's not just for students.
No.
It's about continuous learning
Yeah.
throughout our careers.
It takes a village.
It does.
Educators, policymakers, businesses, everyone.
Working together to make sure this transition goes smoothly.
Exactly. It's a shared responsibility
It really is.
to make sure everyone benefits from AI.
And that brings us back to
Yeah.
AI Unplugged. The future is now.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
We want to help people understand this whole AI thing, engage with it,
Yeah.
and be part of the conversation
Absolutely.
about its role in our future.
It's about giving people the power
Yeah.
to shape this technology.
So if you're curious about AI
Yeah.
and how it's impacting our lives and how it's going to change the world,
Yeah.
join us.
On this journey,
Subscribe to AI Unplugged. The future is now.
let's explore the possibilities. The future is here.
And it's powered by AI.
Let's unlock its potential.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you on the show.